Do you guys have any older readers? Those ones that are still figuring out if they have time to really love reading or not. The biggest part about our older readers is they're no longer having people read to them aloud much, and so they've got to find the books that really speak to them and get them excited about reading. I often hear people tell me, oh, my kid just isn't a reader. He just doesn't really like to read. Well, maybe he just hasn't found the subject that he likes to read about. So here are some new books that might speak to him. We've got this one. Oh my goodness, it looks just like a ton of magazines, and you're learning all about history while you're reading these amazing magazines. This one is so packed full of all sorts of information and amazing facts in such a silly but relevant way. So you're going to feel like it's actually happening today, right now. And it's so packed that it might take more than a day to finish reading that one. And then we've got the history of the world in 100 pictures. We also have the history of science in 100 pictures as well. And you've got all of these amazing pictures and a little description of what's happening with that picture. Like the Crusades. In 1095, the Pope, the head of the Catholic Church, called for European knights to reclaim Jerusalem from the Muslim control. This sparked the Crusades, a series of wars against Muslim rulers over 200 years. This illuminated manuscript shows Crusader knights clashing with Muslim warriors in battle. I don't know about you, but that is the most interesting history book I have ever read. And then we've got some amazing, cool activity chapter books. This one is all about being a spy. You get to learn about Morse messages, man-made tracks, and what to do about them, and useful measurements. More for your sketchbook, so you can sketch who you're following and what's happening, and even things like your disguises and what to do when someone's following you. And then we've got this new series, The Book of Secrets. This one is all about an orphan in exile who's handed a manuscript that's all coded, and he has to get together with a group of rebel girls and figure out what is happening and what they're going to do to solve the mystery. And then this is a compilation of a whole bunch of amazing heroes' stories, and they're all a bunch of women. So this is a really good girl power book that is full of different stories that are told of magic and to help children go from childhood to womanhood and be so proud of it.